This is our annual hearing on worldwide threats. It's an opportunity for the intelligence community to come before Congress and the American people to talk about the threats that our nation faces. It also will be an opportunity for us to talk about how we can respond to those threats and what are the needs of the intelligence community. Our adversaries self-select, and today you'll certainly hear about China, Russia, North Korea, Iran, and others. We will also be discussing issues about domestic violent extremist groups. Domestic violent extremist groups, such as Antifa, have funding, organizational structures, which include communications, training, logistics, illegal activities, especially as we've seen across the country, violence. Today, when we discuss the intelligence community's surveillance of domestic violence extremist organizations, we're certainly going to be discussing the issue of our concerns of the rights of everyday law-abiding Americans whose rights may be violated. Since 1977, our committee was formed to respond to abuses by the intelligence community. We were organized to protect the integrity of our laws, to protect our citizens' constitutional rights. Foremost, that is why our committee is here. Concurrently, we were also here to protect our national security, to protect our country and its citizens from foreign and domestic adversaries. Now, I want to welcome you to our new intelligence community. It is new because we have a renewed commitment of both bipartisanship and working on a professional manner. Our committee was opened by an address by the Speaker of the House and by Minority Leader Jeffries, where he tasked each and every member of our committee to be dedicated to national security and to working together. I'm very pleased that Jim Himes and myself, my ranking member, are dedicated to that bipartisan cooperation and to the professionalism. No one is served by members of this committee fighting with each other. We are here to work together. It's what the American people deserve and what the American people expect. And we will not always agree, but through debate and dialogue, we will find solutions. One of these issues that will be open for debate is the renewal of 702 of FISA, the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, Section 702. 702 is essential. It has provided successes, and it has provided those successes against our adversaries. However, there have been, and there continue to be, many abuses of FISA. It must be reformed. Our first step is that we must be honest with the American people. Today, I am going to be looking to each of you for honesty, an acknowledgement that FISA has been abused. From that acknowledgement, we can together find solutions and reforms as we work to renew 702 of FISA. To aid in this process, I have appointed a working group, 3 members of the majority. Jim Himes will be appointing 3 members of the minority to the working group. The working group will have equal numbers of Democrats and Republicans. Darren LaHood will be its chair. I've appointed Representative Darren LaHood to chair this working group because of his leadership, expertise, and integrity. Prior to his election to Congress, Darren LaHood served as a career prosecutor at both the state and federal levels. Specifically, he worked for the U.S. Department of Justice as an assistant United States attorney and was selected as the chief terrorism prosecutor in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am confident that his experience in investigating and prosecuting criminal and terrorist activities make him supremely qualified to lead this important bipartisan working group. I'm excited about the important work this working group is planning to do, and under Darren's leadership, I'm confident that they will produce meaningful reform proposals. But I would be remiss if I did not underscore the burdensome task that they have in front of them, and the reality that Congress cannot preserve FISA alone. What we need from each of you is a commitment to work with the committee and Representative LaHood's working group to gain America's trust and to pursue legislative reforms to the FISA process that safeguard and guarantee the constitutional rights of all American citizens. This commitment is necessary because it is the actions of individuals in your organizations who have degraded the public trust and has ultimately put FISA at risk. It is not Congress that has put FISA at risk. It is your organization. These abuses did not happen somewhere else. They happened underneath the leadership of the individuals that are represented at the table in front of us. Well, that may sound harsh, but the first step in earning back this trust is an ability to admit that there is in fact a problem. This problem can't be explained as unintentional line staff mistakes and misunderstandings. It is a problem that will require cooperation with clear and open minds. We cannot undertake a clean reauthorization of 702 without an acknowledgement of the problem, a concerted effort to gain back trust, and a commitment to working with Congress toward meaningful reforms. I know that every member of this committee is committed to pursue the renewal of 702 and understand its importance and the work that it accomplishes for our national security.